going to play some Shadowdark for you tonight. Before we get started, just a round of introductions. And we'll just, once you introduce yourself, just pass it on to the next person. So we'll start in the blue square. We have AJ Pickett.
Hello, everyone. I'm playing Lurg, a troll.
After Blue Square, we go to what? Wallet? No. Wally,
Whoever
you gonna introduce
talks.
you?
Whoever
Well,
talks.
I can get okay. So I also have an issue. I'll go ahead and introduce myself because I have an issue getting this map. I can't. We've got half a map on the screen. And I can't figure out.
It's
only
It's
half
all
we
like
right.
can do.
It's frozen there, and I don't know how to move it.
Just
So
stop worrying
yeah.
about the map, okay? Theatre
Okay.
of the mind.
Hey everybody,
Totally
Wally DM
expected.
here. I'm in the green square. I'm going to be playing a fiendish warlock by the name of Kevin. That's spelled Kevin. And just so everybody knows, we are actually all playing ancestries and classes from a supplement that you can now get on Drive-Thru RPG. The links are in the description below, and I'll let Fred talk more about that when we get back to him. I'm going to pass it on
Right.
to the red square.
It's
Mark.
because he's forgotten what the name of the book that he's part of making.
Yeah, because it's a lot longer than it was the first
That's
time.
because you make so many books while you're involved with
Yes.
all these books. So I'm Mark from Dungeon Class, and I'm playing Nox the Changeling.
I'm
So there you
Phil.
have it.
Hey, I'm playing Phil Ossifer, the construct shaman of Ord, the god of knowledge and secrets. There we go.
Yeah, there we go. So today is Shadowdark. Now, I am the game master or dungeon master, whatever the heck you want to call it. I'll warn you now, I run Shadowdark not necessarily the way that everybody thinks Shadowdark should be run, because I run it my way. I'm not new to game mastering. I'm just new to live streaming it. Okay, so I'm going to do it my way. I'm taking there's one sentence in that book that says "do it your way," and that's what I'm doing. The other thing is we are going to be including. So a warning for all of you who are very sensitive. We are going to include orcs, dun dun dun, slavery, dun dun dun, and mines. So there's going to be some of that stuff coming up. Okay, that means that bad things might happen, and hopefully in the end everything works out. We'll see how it goes. The supplement that Wally's trying to talk about is on Drive-Thru RPG is called the Player's Expansion for Shadowdark RPG. Okay. And the people responsible for that is myself, AJ Pickett, Mitchell Reed, who's not here, but hopefully watching, and Wally DM, who did the layout, and my brother David Bailey, who did the cover art, the very metal cover art. It's almost... So that's where we're going. We're going to use that stuff today, just to sort of showcase it. We're not going to explain all the rules. We're just going to do it. If you have questions, just go download it and have a look for yourself, because it's pay what you want. We haven't alpha play tested it. It hasn't been tested. It has just been written. So you do what you want with it. I don't care. Okay. All right. Sweet.
Well, how many ancestries and classes are there?
There are 10 classes so that you pretty much get your basics from Shadowdark, but we cover all the
17 ancestries.
17 ancestries. Yep. And some crazy ones there because AJ was involved.
Oh, yeah. Because I love 3.5 Savage Species. That was one of my favorite supplements ever. So, and I relished Esper developed monstrous classes kind of for 5th edition as well. And I played an ogre in one of his games, and I absolutely loved it. So, yeah, I'm really looking forward to playing Lurg today.
Oh,
So that's the deal. Pay what you want, not a problem. You go play with it and let us know what you think, and just email any feedback if you have any. Other than you suck. I don't want that one.
Links in the description, everybody. Links in the description.
So surprisingly, this adventure was called the Orc Mines. It's now called the Orc Slave Mines because I just felt like that was more appropriate and would get more people excited about the whole idea. Wally's so upset about the anyway,
or riled up, one of the two.
Or
right?
riled up. So you guys have been hanging out together. You're probably from the same village. I'm assuming you're from Helensville, okay? I'm just going to say you're from Helensville. And you've been doing your journeying, going here, there. You've come back recently after Lurg, was involved in some gambling. And Luke won himself, with a lot of help from you guys, in a poker game. You managed to win a deed to a mine, and you're going to go. You've basically got this mine, and you're heading off. And it just happens that you bumped into one of the individuals who was actually supposed to have gotten the mine as an inheritance, and you've kind of pulled together. And so Kevin is now part of your party and group, and you're all on the same page. And so heading back to Helensville, you realise that it's not looking good. It's a dead ghost town. It needs revitalizing, and hopefully this mining industry will, opening this mine will solve all of that. So now you're heading off to it now, to figure out how to get it running again. Okay. So now that we've done that, takes you, let's say, a couple of days to get to the mine from Helensville. It's not too far away. It's a nice day. It's sunny. It's a bit humid. And you come across what looks like a large rocky mound, maybe 100 foot high, and it looks like it's got sort of several different cavities leading into it. One is quite large, and there's a couple of them that are sort of smaller. And so the larger one has a sort of a sign with an old broken down sign saying mine. And that's really it. It doesn't even have a name to it, so that's really helpful. So
whose this is?
Yeah,
somebody wrote it as theirs. They wrote mine on it, but
they just wrote mine. That's it.
That's so weird of them. What the?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, for sure. So the larger entrance, the main entrance where the sign is, there are 3 separate tracks, mining tracks for carts, leading out of the cave opening. And it's supported by wooden beams and studs. There's large and small rocks scattered around the mine, so that it's not like a great huge open area. There are some rocks in the way that you might want to move or not move, or I don't know, it's up to you. And then you notice that there's an alternative entrance about, I don't know, 75 feet, 100 feet away, and it has a one mine track or mine cart track leading out of the entrance, with what looks like a black iron cart full of rocks, possibly. You can just see the few rocks on top, and it's sitting there. It's quite dirty. And then the last one around the back, you notice that there's a steady flow of really stinky brown liquid flowing down the slope away from the mine, creating like a really smelly, slippery mud puddle that leads over a mine track. So you've got 3 possible ways you could enter, and that's what you have currently. Nice. What would you like to do?
I'm going to walk forward and kind of independent of the others and just smell really carefully.
Okay, so the sniff test. Right, you do the sniff test, and the one with the really muddy, slippery, brown, flowing liquid smells really bad. Like, yeah, it's the sort of smell that even for a troll, it might be a bit much. Yeah. So that's the smell test on that one.
I walk through it to see what's on the other side. Constructs have no sense of smell.
Okay. All right. We're
I have no idea what he's talking about. I don't catch it at all. I just walk right through.
Oh, that's not what you wanted. Did you actually like inherit a poop mine? Is this what this is? What the heck, dude?
All right. So you just enter through that route, the back end.
Yeah. It's open. I'll check it out.
Through the back end. I get it now.
The back end.
Oh, wow.
Hey, you've got to realize everything is planned with me. There's always, even the bad stuff, there's always something going on. All right. So if you head on through that area, you seem fine. You don't see any real issues whatsoever.
It doesn't even calculate. A smell even exists.
No, it's like you've got hay fever that never goes away. That's blocked up all your sinuses because you don't have any sinuses because you're a construct. Wow. So it doesn't work that way for you. So yeah,
Luke draws his dagger.
You draw your dagger? Sure. Mm-hmm. Okay. Are you following him in?
Oh yeah.
Of
For
course.
anybody at home, this tactic is called the hagfish. The
Oh,
hagfish.
okay.
In
All right.
through the shitter.
Through the shitter. Sure. So, as you're heading through the entrance after Philosopher, could you please make a DC 12 Constitution check because the smell is pretty bad.
DC 12.
Poison, disease, these are not real things.
I assume that I add my on bonus.
Your con modifier, you do add that to the dice, yes, but nothing else.
So we would take that off the roll if we're rolling under the DC. So that means I pass. Just
roll under. No, it's equal to or above, dude. It's still yeah. Shadowdark is just like 5e, but just
This isn't
down.
Daco.
Oh, okay.
That's hilarious.
Okay, so now that we've established that we roll over for those at home,
Yeah, okay. Cool.
I pass. Still
You pass.
Yeah,
Wonderful.
because
So
I rolled a 12, so either way, the 2 was going to be good.
yeah, there's a little bit of a in your throat, but yeah, you managed to hold it down. Well done. Okay.
Yeah. My voice gets a little bit more gravelly. Nobody notices.
I'm assuming Knox and Kevin are just going to stay put and let them go.
I'm not going in. I don't go in the back way for
Would it?
anybody. That's not my style.
Yeah.
Yes, Kevin.
This is
That smells really
Roomy.
rough. Yeah, that's too rank, dude. I'm not going that way.
Knox. Did the cab drive away already? Never mind. I don't have any more. I guess we're stuck here. Do we really have to go through the poop? So
I'm thinking that another
what do you
entrance
guys-
might be better.
yeah. Once you guys figure out what's in there, come back and we'll try the other way.
Okay, all right, sure. You guys stay outside. I figured that was going to be happening. So, Philosopher, you see the passageway open up into a cavern. It's an odd-shaped cave with 2 rock pillars holding up the ceiling above you. The ground is covered in piles of garbage and rubble, loose stones, rotting food, and sewage. Yes, that means urine and feces. So you probably can understand what this is probably being used for.
I turned to my troll companions like, wow, is there any smell? You're silent.
Yeah. You're muted.
Have you turned off your microphone or something, dude?
Oh, hang on.
Now you're there.
Yeah.
He's there?
What number are we on the map, Fred? For the folks at home.
Oh, you've got the map up, have you?
Mhm.
Oh, okay, well done. We're in 15. You've
15.
entered through number 2. You've entered through the I was going to say the uterus, but it's not the uterus. You've entered through the rear.
Wow.
The backside.
Into number 2.
Okay.
Oh my!
And I don't know
Well
what's going on here because somebody is doing something. He's look, his head is going back and forth, but it's not actually equating to anything.
You can hear me, right?
Yes, I can hear you now.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. No, Zoom did a weird thing. It minimized itself over in the corner. He goes, shh.
Okay. Shh. Okay. Being quiet. Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. He's stalking. We're sneaking in.
Mm-hmm.
Stalking in the poop.
Yeah.
Right. You also notice there are buckets above you. Like there are buckets hanging from the ceiling. It is also dark in here. So unless you have some sort of lights, you're not going to be able to see very much beyond here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I have a torch if you need it.
Should you light a torch where the poop
Yeah.
stuff is?
I'm too stupid to know that, but yeah.
I don't perceive the threat.
Since
That's
Knox
true.
and I are both outside, I'm going to turn to Knox and be like, I have a silver that bets one of them lights a torch in there.
Yeah, right.
100%.
There's no way they would be that dumb. There's no way.
No,
You're on.
no.
So who lights this torch? Is that happening?
I do.
You
Absolutely,
do.
yeah.
Okay.
I don't perceive the threat.
Sure. So you light the torch. Torch timer is on, by the way, people. Now, there's a bit of a push. So it didn't light up quite the way that it normally does. There's a bit of a green flame that comes off it, and it's a little bit bigger than
Really?
before. But fortunately, there's not enough methane gas in here to cause the entire room to explode into a ball of fire. But
I
yeah,
run.
there's a little bit of a flash.
I run back out.
You run back out.
All right,
Torch
there's your
timer's on.
silver.
Torch timer's on. So from this position, you can see there's a pathway leading down to the south, or you could go to the straight ahead, I guess, round the bend.
Is there an elevation change that leads out of the sewage into dry land, or is it just
Well, no,
garbage everywhere?
it seems to the sewage area seems to be limited to this cave. If you go down the passageway, there doesn't seem to be any kind of trail of brown liquid leading down to the south, or if you just continue straight around the bend,
Oh,
straight ahead.
no problem then. Cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
I just gesture to the troll to step ahead, and then I go back to the entrance and poke my head out. It says, "Yeah, it's a little sloppy, and then it gets dry further up. We have some choices to make."
You turn around and see that you're all alone because the troll has fled from the flame, which he is scared of.
Oh, well, I see you at that, and so yeah, I poke my head out of the stream, and yeah, there's two entrances.
Okay.
Well,
all
right. They didn't die,
Which way is Lurg going? Is Lurg coming out, or did Lurg run deeper in?
Lurg has run out. He then rages and runs back in because he's no longer feared of the flame.
Okay. All right.
That's right. You're a troll.
Oh yeah.
I'm covering up as much as our.
Okay. All right. Fair enough.
Yeah,
that seems reasonable. You're doing that as well. So I'll get you guys to. I think it's reasonable if you cover up. You don't have to make a check. It's fine.
Okay.
I think that's reasonable too.
You can get past the stinky room.
Otherwise, that'd be pretty shitty of you.
It would be pretty shitty.
Oh
of
wow!
Exactly.
Wow.
Yeah.
It really kind of gets you in the back of the throat.
I get a nat 20. I embrace the stink. I am the stink.
He's putting it on himself.
Right. Yeah. Okay. So let's
combat roll through the garbage. Come up camouflaged.
Okay.
Let's become OTO hunters.
Attacking garbage piles.
All right. So you're in the what is essentially a dump. Where are you going? Are you going south, or are you going straight ahead around the bend?
Straight ahead around the bend.
Round the bend. It's always helpful when you have a map, so you don't even need to know really where you're going. You guys have got it easy compared to my players. They're like, "Where are we going, Fred? There's so many pathways."
Yeah. How do you get in through the shitter? Round the bend.
Yeah, round the bend. So you come to a massive cavern, and this is actually, I mean, even though you've got a torch lit, it's actually lit by several braziers, and that sort of helps. So you kind of get a bit of a glow coming off. You know, it's not, I wouldn't say it's perfect light, but it's at least dim light. It's good enough that you could work or move around in here without hurting yourself. But the actual cavern sinks down towards the center to what looks like a depth of about 30 feet from the outer walls. And there are about 30 assorted thin humanoids that are being forced to dig and work and break rocks with sledgehammers and picks and shovels, digging holes. There's 7 large, muscular, green creatures with whips and great axes, sort of either lopped over their shoulder, sitting over their shoulder, or strapped to their side, and they're constantly harassing these workers, whipping them mercilessly, just breaking the skin and causing blood to fly everywhere, splattering all over the place. It's very disgusting.
Who won the deed to this place?
I believe it was Lurg who won it in a game, and Kevin, remember you inherited it, but you lost the deed. But you've teamed up with these guys.
Yeah, I couldn't read the deed, so I wanted somebody to read it to me because I didn't know what I'd won.
So you have a poop mine that has slaves in it. Really good job, Lurg.
Yeah. Lurg, would you mind making me?
I have a larder with free meat.
Oh. Okay.
Can I be human resources? Would you mind, Lurg?
Yeah.
Can I be human resources?
Oh.
Like menu.
Like, okay, I'm gonna take that as a yes. Excuse me. I think everybody can take 5, and you guys with the whips, Um, your severance pay will be given to you. You are no longer employed here. This is now, we've, yeah, the mine has switched hands.
I throw a
And,
dagger at one of the orcs.
Oh, oh,
You guys
That's
are
one
so
way
much
to-
like my home group. It's like somebody starts off
Yeah.
talking and doing something reasonable, and somebody just wades in there and
no,
throws a dagger.
When he said severance pay, that's not what he meant, Lurk. That's not what he meant.
It's a little bit late. It's a little bit late. But I'm gonna give you inspiration. Oh, it's not inspiration. It's a luck point, a luck token, Kevin, for your attempt to actually communicate with them rather than just butcher them like a murder hobo. But that doesn't matter because I believe somebody else already got a luck point before we even started. So we're all good, So that's
Okay, I'll
that's
take
always
the
nice.
luck point.
This is where we'll get you to
Wow.
roll initiative because it's time to they looked very pissed off. They
Natural
didn't
20.
look very happy with you when you started talking to them, but then suddenly having a dagger fly at them, that did not help. No.
Alrighty. Initiatives with a D20, is that correct?
You roll D20 and you add your dexterity modifier.
What if my dexterity modifier is negative? Do I add the negative or do I just subtract it?
Oh, let's add the negative.
Definitely add the negatives.
Mm.
Always add. Always add. It's easier.
All right,
Yes,
that's a 10 for me.
yes.
I roll
10.
11.
10 for
Natural
Kevin.
20.
Ne-
Wow.
Okay, so
Wow.
somebody said 11?
11?
11
Yeah.
for Lurg. And then what was Nox?
6.
Nice, Nox. You're doing really well. And Philosopher, you got what?
Nat 20.
Nat 20? Okay.
Is there something special that happens in Shadowdark with a natural 20? I know sometimes
there is. You're going to be going first. I'm assuming.
That's
But-
amazing.
But I need to know the number just in case because I might roll on that 20 as well. You never know.
Yeah, nat 20.
So what was the total number?
20. I don't
20.
have a dexterity modifier.
Oh, okay, that's cool. All right, sweet, awesome. So for those of you who don't know, I despise initiative. So therefore, I am going to mess with initiative a little bit, and that I want it to work the way I want it to work. So AJ, you threw the knife. That you initiated things. We need you to roll an attack. Okay, they were probably within about near range. Some may be a little bit further away, but you can move up and throw, or you could move up and stab them with them. I mean, you said you threw a knife, so fire away. Roll your attack.
I miss wildly. But
Really?
it's mainly just an excuse so I can draw my two bastard swords, one in each hand.
Mm.
2 bastard swords in each hand. Oh my gosh.
Well, one dual wielding bastard swords, yes, because they are versatile weapons in Shadowdark. So if I lose one, I can
What
just go.
rule set have you been reading, dude? Did you pay attention to the emails? Dual wielding. There's no dual wielding in this game.
He tries
But I
and
love
drops
your
one.
attempt to try.
Why would you have a
dear.
versatile weapon? Okay, well, I've got a spare, and then I draw one, and I guess I just make finger puppets with my other hand.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Or I'm
Okay,
ready to
cool.
claw. I'm ready to claw or use my arm as a shield, as trolls do.
All right. So the armor class for the orcs is a 15. So when you're rolling your attacks, you know what it is. That'll make it a
Why
little
is
bit
it
easier.
so high?
Wow.
Are you whining? Are you
Yeah.
whining?
Are they
No.
turtles? Do they have like
Not at
turtle
all. I'm
shells?
just-
Because they're professional orcs. That's why.
That's right.
Oh, okay.
Professional Professional
doing.
orcs get to
We
do
walked
it.
into a high class area. We're low level. It's not their fault.
Oh, dear. Okay, so the good news is that I am going dead last because no, Nox, you going dead last.
Nice. Yeah.
So now that you've
I'll
had
clean
your
up.
turn and you've done that and apparently missed, which is sad, I need Philosopher, Kevin, and Lurg. You guys are going first. Away you go. Tell me what you're doing and roll some dice.
I'm going to
Spear
ask
throw
a question.
misses.
I have a talent with the warlock that says advantage on one stat check of my choice, which I have chosen charisma.
Yeah.
Will that affect my Eldritch Blast?
Your Eldritch Blast uses your charisma.
Yes, so I have advantage on my Eldritch Blast attacks.
Yeah, that's right.
Yes, I love that.
It's a stat check, right? Oh, yeah. I mean, I think, did I say it as a stat check? I think I said it as a spellcasting check for Eldritch Blast. Did I not?
I thought it said stat check. I wrote stat check.
Stat check? I can't remember. Just do it. I don't care.
All right, sweet. Cool. Sweet. 15. On the
15,
nose.
well, that'll hit.
4 damage.
You only needed an 11, didn't you? So your spell casting check for that thing is only an 11. I don't think it's even an attack roll.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Yeah, it's because it's magic. It's magic.
That's right. Magic.
Right. So you did how much damage? Sorry.
4 points. That's
All right.
max. Oh wait, do I add my charisma?
You just killed an orc, man. It just got roasted, or at least blasted to bits. Well done.
It got blasted. Yeah.
Blasted. Yeah. Okay. So that's
I like to think of that as like a pencil. My Eldritch Blast, and I just threw lead at him.
Okay, so you're telling me that you threw a pencil into the eye of an orc and he's dead?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well done.
Really,
I have lots of pencils. It's a magic. It's a magic pencil.
That's right.
Lug and Philosopher, what are you doing?
Through a spear, I miss.
You missed. Oh no.
And I'm going to move in tandem with the troll.
Okay, sure.
Okay, so I leap forward and engage one of the orcs. I swing with my sword one-handed and miss, just barely. Yeah, but I'm right in his face. And I use my battle cry.
Sure, sure. Okay, so there's a few of these little buggers to deal with, because I said there was like 7, didn't I? So yes, you've got a few.
Well, only 6 now.
Well, that's true because you've killed one, but that's all right. The others are going to move up, and 2 of them are going to engage Lurg, 2 of them are going to engage Philosopher, and 2 of them are going to engage Kevin. They're not really interested in Nox because Nox hasn't done nothing right now. So
I'm the reasonable one.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they'll worry about you some other time. You're not a
Fireball.
You're not a real threat. Okay. All right. So, starting off with Lurg, we get a 19 to hit you.
Yeah.
All right. 7 points of damage.
Holy shit!
Yeah.
Oh,
It's an orc. I rolled high. It's an 8-sided dice, baby.
Don't worry, guys.
That's
I'm
a critical. Okay. I just roll a critical, so I got to roll this thing again. That's 14 points of damage on the critical. I think you might be going down.
Oh yeah, I'm down. But now I roll. Do I roll on my round or on his round as soon as I take
You
the
roll
damage?
on your turn. You roll on at the
Okay.
beginning of your turn, and you need to roll a 4-sided dice, add your con modifier, and that tells you how many rounds you have before you're dead as doorknob.
I'm talking about the saving throw for regeneration.
Yeah.
Regeneration.
That's just the death dying timer. You've got that many rounds. You just roll a 4-sided dice and add your con modifier. That's how many rounds you got.
That's right. Okay. Yeah.
Sweet. Okay, so that's you. And then next, this is going really badly. This went much better with my group.
Fifth level.
Kevin, it's your turn.
yeah, right.
16 to hit you.
Yeah.
3 points of damage.
How much?
3.
3?
3.
You're down.
3.
Probably.
I'm still alive. All right, let that.
Oh,
well
okay,
done.
okay, all right.
There's another orc though. There's one more.
Yeah.
Oh,
15 to hit you.
Oh yeah, that hits.
Oh, does it? That's 8 points of damage.
Yeah, I'm dead.
No, you're on your face because you can't instantly kill anybody in Shadowdark. Believe it or
Oh,
not.
okay. Well, at least we're not in the poo room.
No. But things are going really badly, really fast. This is going to be a fast game. Can you do me a favor? Can you roll a 4-sided dice, add your con modifier? That's how many rounds you have. It comes down to your turn. You can do this. Holy shit, dude.
Guys at
I have
home, start
4.
rolling up your backup characters now.
Phil, it is your turn. There are 2 on you, and this is 19 to hit.
Yeah, kill me.
6 points of damage. 19.
Almost there, Sam. Targets.
I would feel guilt, but I'm currently raging.
Well, it's a bit hard to rage when you're unconscious.
Oh, I got a 13 armor class. Go ahead.
Oh
kill
my
me.
god, it happened again. I rolled. That's 20 to hit and 8 points of damage.
oh,
It's like crumble into a bunch of cubes.
So you're on the ground as well. The good news is, I believe that there's still one person standing.
Oh, boy.
Sorry, Nox.
But before we go any
Stop
further, a huge shout out to Agile Monk for all the gifting all the memberships. Thank you very much.
Oh,
That makes me feel so much better that after my character is lying dead and bleeding out. Appreciate
There's some
it.
likes, folks.
So Nox, it's your turn. I believe that all of your buddies are lying face down on the ground, surrounded by orcs. What would you like to do?
Run! Run through shit valley.
no, I'm going to tell your story. No. Don't worry. I'll embellish it. I mean, this fight will have gone way more cool. So can I grab one of the nearest orcs near me?
You can grab an orc, I suppose. Yeah,
Like,
you can.
can you grapple? Is that a thing?
Well, I'll just get you to make a strength check, or a strength check's probably more appropriate.
Okay.
Yeah.
I want to grab one. Oh, nat 20, baby.
Oh, well, then
Nice.
you succeed. Well, there you go.
So-
Don't need to worry about rolling dice for me. Thank you very much.
I grab a crossbow and I put it up to his neck,
Ooh.
the nearest one, and I'm like, call them all off. Call them all off. Call these guys all off.
So the others are like a little bit annoyed. Like you can hear them growling something. I don't even know what languages you guys talk, so I won't worry about that. But you can see that they're all they're backing off a little bit, slowly, looking really annoyed, but they are backing off. But they don't drop their weapons. They're still looking at you.
Okay.
Has a single one of them been injured?
One guy.
Yes, you guys killed one.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, you did. You killed one. Yeah.
Can I move closer to one of my colleagues and I'm kind of walking the guy with the
Yeah,
crossbow
probably
to
about
his
half your speed, which is like
Okay.
half of near, which is not really a thing. But anyway,
back.
so yeah, you can do that. You can get a
reach-
bit closer. I wouldn't say you would necessarily be, because I would say you're probably on the edge and they've kind of moved up. So you'd probably be about, let's say, half of near or 15 feet away, something like that.
Okay.
It's a bit hard to move when you've got somebody locked in a grip and
No.
Yeah.
So what I'm trying to do is I want to see who is the easiest to kind of do a medicine kind of check things, stop bleeding, so
right.
they don't die.
You might have to do that next round, but you can certainly start that process. You've at least stopped them from doing anything.
Yeah,
Which
they've
is good.
stopped. All right.
I've got a cure
Okay.
spell, if that helps.
Well, only if you're conscious.
I know. Okay, well
So you
that's
gotta
good to
choose
know.
one.
So-
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So let's go through into round 2, and Philosopher, Lurg, and Kevin, would you like to? It's the beginning of your turn, so roll a 20-sided dice. If you get a 20, you have 1 hit point and you can get up. If you don't roll
want
a
to.
20, you are on your face and continuing to die and bleed out.
As a
I
troll,
did not get a 20.
Oh, you
I
go
did not.
down. Did you roll for your thingy?
What, the regen?
AJ.
oh yes, yeah. That was what I was about to say. I need to roll a DC 12 regeneration check.
Are there stats for an orc? Because we could all just roll orcs and just suddenly just turn on half the party and take control of the mind for ourselves.
It's all right. I've dealt with TPKs before. It's all right.
So I get up, reaffixing my arm with 1 hit point, and
good.
continue to attack.
Nice.
Go for it. Go for it. I'm all good with that.
We'll eventually get them all.
I miss again.
You miss it.
Oh man.
Oh dear.
Not
It just
good.
reminds
The right
me
idea,
So
though.
much of Beck Me D&D. It really does. Low level for Beck Me.
Yeah.
This is not great.
Okay. So
This is why I've got a spare sword, because the arm with the sword on it.
yeah. Mark, have you done your roll?
What am I rolling for?
You're just trying to roll a 20-sided dice, get a 20, and you got 1 hit point. If you don't, be
Oh, I'm
continued.
not dead. I never
Yes.
died.
Yeah,
He's
he's
grappling
not down.
he's grappling an orc. He's trying to raise somebody.
Yeah.
He's the one with the hostage.
Oh yeah,
and
that's
the
right. Yeah,
crossbow.
that's right.
I'm a
Sorry,
hostage
it's Kevin.
taker.
Kevin,
Yeah.
have you done your
Oh,
roll?
yeah, I didn't make it. I rolled a
Okay.
15.
And Phil?
And no,
No,
I did
okay,
not.
all right. So we have back down to my turn. So the orcs still are locked in and watching you as you have the weapon trained at their buddy. But they're definitely eyeing each other up. They're looking for an opportunity to get in there and attack you if you do anything. But it's still working because they haven't attacked you. So it is now your turn, Nox. What are you doing?
All right, so I'm gonna. What can I do? Any kind of first aid kind of thing on the construct on Phil?
On Phil, it's probably not going to work very well. I mean, essentially a first aid check or a stabilization check for a construct would consist of sticking maybe some bits and pieces like sprockets and gears back into place. Which
Kick
I'm
all
happy
my
for you to
junk
do.
back together.
But if you do that,
Yeah.
you can't have the weapon trained on the orc
Right.
anymore. So you have to make a choice.
Yep. Okay.
Are you doing it?
We'll recover.
Are you doing it?
I'm gonna shoot the I'm gonna go ahead and shoot the orc in front of me.
Right. Well, I think
Right in the throat. Right
it's
in
going
the
to be a
throat.
bit hard to miss. So just roll me some damage.
Okay.
Okay.
Those at home, this is called a coup de grace.
The grace.
3.
3. Okay, he still
Almost.
lives. There's a
no.
the bolts as you fire it doesn't go in the neck. It kind of just skims past. It's like he must have moved a little bit and jostled, and it just slid. There's a little bit of a cut, but he's not dead. There's a little bit of blood coming down, but that's about
Oh no,
it.
he's a ghoul.
And I'll say, and there's more where that came from.
Okay, but the good news is you are right next to Philosopher when you want to do anything, and the orc is a lot more hurt than it was before. Anyway, we're gonna.
Is he at least down? Did he like
No, he's not down, mate. He like
Trying
it
to keep his blood in?
just nicked him. You kind of moved it. Didn't quite get there.
Okay.
Anyway, it is now time for Philosopher, Lurg, and Kevin to have their turns. Those of you who are
Still
on your
dead.
face, yep, swing your dice, swing your axe if you're doing it,
Well,
Lurg.
dead.
Still dying, not dead.
Oh yeah.
Phil, you rolled your dice.
Mhm.
Cool.
Still
And-
dying.
All right.
My
Come
death
on, Luke.
timer's down to 2.
Next round's my last.
So none of the orcs are reacting to me standing up and swinging at one of them.
Well, no, they were focusing more on Nox.
Oh, great.
But Nox has already fired off his thing, so it's probably not gonna work anymore. So
I don't think they're gonna stay away very long.
Yeah. You swing again. Okay, away you go.
Two-handed
Nice.
swing. Fucking go down. Not rolling on my character sheet this time. God.
Wow. You get
Don't
rid
you
of
have
that
a
dice.
don't you have a luck point you could use if you really
Oh,
wanted?
I do.
Yeah.
Thanks for reminding me that I have them and how they work. Okay, so I just re-roll.
You just roll another dice. It's like having advantage, basically.
Finally. Okay, D10 damage plus 2 for strength, plus 1 for raging. 13 points of damage.
Oh,
I should knock out like 3 of them right there.
Yeah, I think so.
How
Unfortunately,
does
there's no
this
cleave.
orc die?
Oh, I split him right down the middle.
Mm. And
Now there was 8 of them.
Falls to the side. The bits just fall to the side. Yeah. Well done.
And then of course, licking the blood off my blade.
Okay, of course, because that helps.
I like that.
Nice. Okay. They are looking very annoyed now. And Nox's ruse of is kind of it worked all right, but it ain't working now. They're going to come in. They're coming in for the kill. So they're going after Lurg and they're going after Nox. And that means that there's going to be 2 on each of you, I believe. No, there's going to be 3 on Nox and 2 on Lurg.
Sounds good.
All right. Let's see if this works out. Lurg, you get 2. And I rolled a... This is not good, man. I keep rolling really, really high today. It's a 19, and that's 6 damage. I think you're on your face again.
Yep.
Just great.
Okay.
Can I take his weapon with me?
All right.
Just regenerate around it.
So you were supposed to only have 3 on you, Nox, but now you have 4. So
there's perfect.
4 on you.
Yeah,
so
easy
let's
peasy.
do this 4 times, shall we?
I'm bringing them all on me so they don't kill you guys.
That's right.
I
That's right.
appreciate that.
Well, I'll
14
hit
to hit
natural
you?
20s, no worry.
14.
14, that hits. Dang it.
All right. You take 6 points of damage.
Okay.
Do you still stand?
I'm still standing, but
Well done.
not great. I'm kind of like, what was
I rolled
that,
a 10.
man?
It's only 10 to hit. You should be
That
fine.
doesn't hit.
Changeling.
No.
That
There we
doesn't
go.
hit.
Wow.
Right, now I'm starting to roll like a real dungeon master. Anything below
Yeah,
10
yeah.
damage, right? I rolled a 2. Oh, that's only 4 to hit.
Yeah,
That's
what I'm talking about. You're
That is
intimidated
missing,
now.
man. They must have been shaken up.
Oh,
You scared them so
Paladin.
much. Oh my god, it's happening again. Look, that's a 13 to hit.
No, that hits.
Shit. That's 2 damage though. 2 damage.
Like when Flash
And
Gordon was doing really great until he got hit in the head.
And I'm down.
Oh, you telling me you're all down on their face now?
Go Flash,
Nice.
Everybody's lying on their face.
Yep,
This
we're
I
all
gotta
good.
roll my
Let's
D4
go.
to see
Yeah,
how long
drop.
I'm dying.
Yeah.
Okay.
go. Roll, get back up.
Only 3 rounds.
Okay. Well, you don't need to tell me. I don't really care. You can track that stuff.
Okay.
But Nox, you need to. I think because it's the beginning of your turn, so you need to roll a 20-sided dice. You want a
Okay.
20?
Okay. 11.
No. She's still dying. Still dying. Okay.
Still dying.
All right. So at this point, I'm going to let you guys all roll on through and make one more roll. Okay. And we'll see what happens. Yes, go. Yes, you do your. Yes, you got your thing. Go for it.
I'm back up.
Oh, it's good to be a troll.
I am not.
Okay, swing away. Maybe this is going to turn out a little different.
One round.
Nat 20.
Oh,
Nice.
it's a critical hit.
Oh.
Now I'm rolling. So
Yeah.
it's two damage dice.
That's right.
All right. It says that's 10 points of damage.
Well, how does this one die?
Oh.
Decapitation.
Of course it does.
Yeah.
Head
there
just
were nine.
Because I'm
tumbles
standing
in
up.
the
I'm
air.
standing up and just going. Wham!
Yeah, just flies through
Actually,
the air. The force is so great. That's another one down. It's not looking good for them. I had plans for them, but apparently those plans are being changed.
I'm sure he had plans too.
Yeah. So
He was supposed to retire like
yeah, he was.
tomorrow. Yeah.
What was going on with you?
He's too old for this.
I'm not in mine with you. You in my mind now.
Yeah.
Okay, philosopher. Did you roll your dice? Your
I'm
20-sided
dead.
dice? You're
I'm
dead.
officially- I had my 3 rounds. I'm out.
You're out. Okay, and Kevin.
I have one round left.
You have one round, and you've rolled your dice. Okay, I was going
Me too.
to just move things on, but since you've got Kevin Lurg getting back up and continuing to attack, we've got to keep going with this. So I believe Lurg is the only one standing. Only one standing. So that's only 4 attacks on you. That's good news. Here we go.
That's only 4.
So the first one is only a 4 to hit you, so that doesn't do anything.
Oh, that's good.
Next one is a 20. Oh dear.
Okay, that's not good.
So that's 6 points of damage. I think you might be back on your face again.
I'll take his weapon with me too.
I get knocked down.
And I get back up again.
Every time he gets up, he
Nothing's
kills
gonna keep
Orc.
me down.
So, barring anybody hacking me to pieces for no point, they're not going to hack at me while I'm down, are they? Will it make any difference? Can you go into negative hit points?
No, there's no negative hit points.
Oh well, then no problem. Okay, so I'll just roll again.
Soak me in that.
Optimistic of you.
I don't regenerate on this round.
Oh, okay. So that means you are dying.
Mm.
Yeah. The 4 of them, I've seen you go down and up and down and up a few times. So the other 2, they're going to just hack away at you. Yeah, that's not going to be good for you, mate. Here we go.
Oh.
Yeah, so that's going to probably hit you. That's a 19, 2 points of damage, and you're probably dead. The good news is, 2 of you that have not died at this point, they actually save your lives, and you become slaves. You wake up like 8 hours later. Your buddies are dead as a doorknob, and you meet 2 individuals who are slaves also, just along with you, working the mines, called Philosopher 2, and who's the other one? Who's the other one? It was the other 3. There's two people died, right? Philosopher died.
Yeah.
Yeah, and who was the other one who died?
Lurg.
Lurg. No, yes, Lurg died. So Lurg 2. So Philosopher 2 and Lurg 2, and Kevin and Nox, you've become one of the many members of the slave community. Well done. You don't have any weapons on you, so it's going to be a bit difficult to escape. This was really fast as an adventure. This is one of the fastest times. Normally people sneak into caves, but you guys know. Normally people do not go in the arse end of a mine, but you guys do. And I appreciate this. You can all have a luck point because that was the funniest shit I've seen in a long time. Dear.
I think that troll character potentially could have taken out every single one of them.
I think it could. It could well have done so. Yeah, without if there hadn't been more attacks coming down on it.
Yeah,
it's possible.
I mean, it could be argued that they didn't apply fire to him, so they didn't switch off his regeneration trait.
Right, no, that's true. That's right. So he might wind up regenerating, which is why there's probably a Lurg 2 and a Lurg 1. They just didn't notice it.
Lurk, spawn of Lurk.
Yeah.
Yeah, they cut me in half, and both halves regenerated.
Yeah. Actually, let's see if that actually happens. That would be kind of curious. I can imagine them cutting you. Let's see if that actually kills you, because you've got to have
That'd be funny.
burn damage, don't you?
I get back up.
You get knocked down to get up again.
So 8 hours later, instead of there's a Lurg 2, but he's not a troll, but your trollish Lurg actually re-knits. And this is an opportunity for Lurg to do something to hopefully rescue the rest of his buddies who have been captured.
Why
This
am
is
I getting a
terrible.
Deadpool vibe off of this? Like tiny hands now.
He's got a tiny arm.
Yeah, little tiny arms, tiny legs, regeneration.
There's
Deadpool.
only 4 of them. Yeah, there's only 4 of them, but your buddies don't have their weapons anymore, and they don't know that you're alive because they thought they chopped you into bits, and you have re-knitted together. So there's an opportunity for you to do something sneaky and tricky and clever. What will that be?
Well, I'm not clever, but I am pretty direct.
Oh, I thought you said I am pretty. I was like, okay.
I am actually. I've
Where
got a
this
charisma
goes.
of 14, so I am pretty.
Wow.
There you
Wow.
go. There you go.
I'm impressive. Anyway, by troll standards, for everybody else, that's just intimidation. So yeah.
Yeah.
He will sneak in like he had originally intended, with a sharp stick in his mouth, and try and find back in through the shitter, I suppose.
And, he's covered in poo.
Oh yeah, covered in poo and garbage. I'm looking like a ghillie suit of crap.
Yep.
And just inch my way in.
Poo.
Okay. This is a tactic I used to use in World of Warcraft when I was entering areas that I was too low level for. I would die, sneak back in, die, sneak back in, die.
Yeah.
I just keep corpse crawling, right?
Well,
Yeah.
I think that's a reasonable technique. So you've just got to get your weapon back, right? And I'm assuming your tactic is exactly what everybody else is assuming it is right now. Okay, so would you like to make a stealth check to try to sneak in there? That's going to be a dexterity check, the sneaky.
That's a 17.
Wow. That's pretty good.
Man, that's so good. That is some serious.
I've invented the first troll ninja.
Holy shit, you managed to sneak past all of the orcs. There's only 4 left in this location. And instead of them being 30 slaves, there's now 33. But, you can see your weapons stacked up against the wall. Away from
What are the slaves secured by?
Yeah,
they're just roped together. They're not chained.
Oh.
I do want to point out that while we are there, when the orcs aren't looking, I'm making sure that they know their workers' rights and that
you get extra whipping for that.
And I try to unionize behind their back.
That's right. Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
Doing the slave escape speech from Andor.
Yeah, I'm talking all kinds of you don't have to put up with this, We're trying to get people to rise up.
We need to unionize.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll go around cutting the ropes.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, that's fine. So you've cut you cut as many of the ropes as you can while the orcs aren't noticing you.
Assuming the
very
orcs
clever.
have to sleep at some point.
Oh, you're waiting for the I mean, I like that thought, but isn't there also a possibility that the shift will change, or that they will simply be taken back to their slave pens, if there's slave pens or something like that?
I'm too stupid to know that.
Right, of course. Okay, so you wait for the shift to end, and when the shift, and they get taken back to some other location. Do you want to follow them, or are you going to stay here in this location while the mine is not operating the main area?
I'm going to follow at a distance. Yeah,
follow at a distance, sneaking behind. Cool. All right, I can do that. That's cool. We'll make that happen. So to make this very, very simple, you sneak and follow them back to what looks like some sort of slave pen area. Okay. They head off to the north through one of the two passageways in the north cavern, and this leads into a really dingy, filthy cave that smells of sweat and blood and feces because they've probably been pooing all over the place and not provided with proper toiletry facilities. There's rows of iron cages filled with emaciated humans and dwarves and elves in ragged clothes that are lining the walls as well, but some are in the cages. And there are beds made of straw that are scattered around the floor with guards stationed at the exits. In this location, there's actually 6 orcs, and the other 4 orcs wander off somewhere. But there are 6 orc guards in this location.
For those playing the home game, Fred, what number are we on the map?
You are number 4, for those of you who are looking at the map.
Does that mean we've got 4 exits?
Does that mean you have 4 exits from here? Well, it does essentially mean that you have one. Yeah, I'd say it's more like 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it's about 4 exits, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
And there's how many in here?
There
With
are
us?
6 orcs in here. 6 orcs.
No, but how many slaves with us?
Oh, that's the 30. There's 33-ish.
33. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I turned to the nearest other person that's by me. It's like, honestly, this isn't really that bad. I've had worse jobs.
Yeah, by troll standards, the accommodation here is quite reasonable.
Yeah. So I'm trying to get a group of them together, like away from, like, to kind of come talk to me a little bit away from, like, to the furthest wall away from any of the orc captors. And we're trying to have a little meeting of the minds, but we're like, I'm trying to get them all kind of turn their backs and start, like, I'm drawing on the ground, like, and drawing symbols to kind of cap. But I want them their backs to the orcs so they can't really see what we're doing.
Well, the problem is that they're keeping a pretty good eye on them. There's 6 of them, so they can cover all those exits. So so to something like that's probably not going to work very well. So one of them comes over and gives you a bit of a kick, and then stamps out your drawing and tells you to says something unintelligible at you, but you figure that it revolts around stop.
Sandcastle bully.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Would you say that we are in the dark hours?
Would you say you were in the dark hours? As in the dark.
Well, I have a patron, and the one that I chose is either Shun or Shune the Vile. And sometimes if we can whisper to Shune and arcane secrets to those that call to her in the dark hours, is what it said.
I'd say this is the dark hours.
Yeah, so I just want to whisper a little bit to Shune or Shun, and just be like, I was okay with this for a little bit, but this kind of sucks now. I need my pillow and I need my blankie. If there's anything you can do to get it, at least get me out of here, that would be great.
Okay.
I mean, I'd like to get everybody out, but if you only have room for one,
So what slaves are sleeping? I mean, some are awake, obviously, because Nox woke them up and tried to explain them a plan that that didn't work. But she answers your call, and a blanket and a pillow appears right beside you.
That's really cool. Yeah. Wow.
Mother them with the pillow. No.
So, Lurg, are you doing anything now that this situation has developed the way it is, or have you? I mean, did you grab your weapon when it was in the other cavern?
Oh yeah.
Okay, all right. Okay, all right. So you've got that, and there's now 6 orcs rather than 4 orcs, and there's a whole lot of people tied up again, who you had untied before.
Yeah.
Okay. Phil, are you doing anything?
I can become a bird or a cat anytime I want. So I'm just hanging out.
So are you going to turn into a bird or a cat?
Not until everyone decides that they want to leave, and I'm just going to leave.
Right, right. So you just cruising and relaxing, and when you decide,
I never sleep. I don't need to eat.
yeah.
I can labor 100% of the day, all the time. I just tell the orcs, just let me work rock. I've got a thing I'm doing here, and I'm trying to carve out like my own little passage all the way through the mountain. And they're just like, okay. So I'm not on a rope or anything. I'm just working. It's like, this is my task.
Okay.
I'm done. I'm done.
Yeah. And when I decide I want to leave, I'm just going to turn into an animal and escape. And there's nothing you can do about it.
Embrace the slave life.
Yeah. That's very zen of you.
Yeah,
I am forever. I may as well do this for a while and see what's inside.
I love it. So your choice is to stay as a slave rather than to escape as an animal. That is a brilliant tactic. Okay. All right. AJ,
poetic somehow.
Tell me what Lurg is doing.
Lurg is going to become a disease that mysteriously opens throats on any sleeping orc that he can find. He's just this rambling pile of garbage that occasionally gets peed on, sometimes gets sat on by an orc.
Oh my God.
Lurg is lurking. Yeah, exactly, Agile Monk. Thank you very much. Lurg is lurking around.
I don't know what's going on anymore.
And you're still on 1 hit point, right?
Yeah, well, presumably I'm slowly regenerating.
Yeah, you probably are. Yeah, yeah, probably slowly regenerating. Yeah, you need food and a rest to actually get your hit points back completely.
Well, I can't eat garbage.
Well, I don't mind you eating garbage. I wouldn't classify it as rations, but you are a troll. So, you know what I mean?
It's a loose term.
Yeah,
I'm literally driven by my hunger to kill and eat orcs.
So are you going to find yourself a nice place to sleep somewhere else and just eat shit until you're ready to go back?
Yeah, I can't sleep while I'm this hungry.
Okay, all right. So you're going to eat something. Well, there's plenty of orcs that are dead.
There was an orc corpse back there, so yeah.
There's more than one.
Didn't you have rations with you?
It's like a buffet.
Yeah, but the rations are dead. I mean, I can't carry little animals on me everywhere.
Right. So you eat some of the orc corpses in the main cave. All right. Okay, that's fine. Are you going to go and rest somewhere, or are you planning to do anything else? Weird.
Well, just targets of opportunity. Whenever there's a target of opportunity, I'm waiting.
Okay. All right. Okay, that's fine. So if you eat the food,
you have a question, Wally?
Yep. Go, Wally.
Oh, I'll let you go ahead and finish with Lurg first.
This has gone so strange. This really has. I mean, I'm like, all 4 of you guys are the most experienced people under the sun, and no, we're not sneaking into the cave. We're just going to go straight on in here.
Yeah.
And then
embrace it.
And then there's 7 orcs.
Now we're sneaking.
Yeah,
so
now
we're sneaking. We're among them now, Fred.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, we wanted to infiltrate them. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so given this, you're still on one hit point. To regenerate completely, you would have to take a rest somewhere. So you'd have to go find somewhere nice and quiet and rest. If you're not going to do that, we'll continue the way you are with 1 hit point, and you can try to hunt down a stray orc.
Yeah. I continue with 1 hit point and hunt down a stray orc.
Fair enough. The most sensible thing to do.
Yeah. Very logical.
Here we go.
Okay. They do so much damage that my regeneration back to 11 points is not really going to count for shit anyway. So
yeah. Well, if I hit,
that's a good point.
Damage. Yeah. Okay.
Can I ask my question now?
Yes.
The pillow that I get that my patron provided for me, is that my pillow? I'm hoping it wasn't, because I wanted my pillow and blanket. I didn't want.
Yes. It's your pillow.
Wow.
If that's the case, what I have tucked into my pillow is
57 Magnum
is a half-eaten bag of chips. A choose your own adventure novel that I've got my page marked where I've been reading it, so I want to take both of those out.
Beautiful.
And I also have a knife in there. and it's yeah.
Okay.
What are we tied up with?
Tied up with rope. So let's say your knife is a piece of stone that's been sharpened.
Shiv.
It's
okay.
actually a butter knife that I use, but
It's
that's
butter knife. It's a butter knife. You're gonna stab
It's gonna
somebody
take a
with a
little
butter knife. Okay.
Just make
All
them
right.
mad.
This is getting strange.
Hang
So
on, this pillow's been summoned by a god, right?
it is.
Does that make a magical blessed object?
Oh yeah.
Oh my
So if you
gosh.
filled that pillowcase with rocks, Wally, maybe would that count as a magical club?
It's my
Guys have
favorite.
gone super
Fail.
power gamer on me. All right. Well, oh my God. Not even my group do this to me. Anyway, let's go with this hunting down. So can you do me a favor? Since you're hunting orcs, could you make a stealth check? And yeah. let's do
14?
that. 14. No, you are discovered, but at least you're only discovered by one. So you may have to. Yes, I believe I cannot be bothered rolling initiative again. I'm just going to use the same one. So you get to go first, and then I'll go after you.
Oh, that was his mistake.
That was probably my mistake.
That's a 17 to hit.
17 to hit. Oh my God. Damage.
Noise.
8, 9, I'm not raging at the moment. So 10.
10. Oh my gosh.
8 on the dice plus 2 for strength.
Well, would you like to tell me how this works? Because I think he's dead.
Noise.
He attempts to sit down and realizes that he's about to sit on a garbage covered troll, and that's when the sword comes up at his ass and skewers him, Vlad
Okay.
style.
Okay. Oh my. Well, that's not good for him. Well, never mind. Good news though. That is one of the 6 that was straying around there gone. And I believe, Wally, you have a plan.
I
correct?
do have a plan. Yes. So I'm gonna pass this knife off to one of my friends, whoever's closest.
Well, Nox is awake, and
Okay.
Yeah.
Philosopher is a bit busy because he's digging a big, huge passageway.
And I have not. I failed to complete my character sheet with regards to languages. What's the percentage chance that I might know Orc?
What's the percentage chance that you would know? Or,
Yes.
or what is your ancestry?
I am a fiend.
You're a
Fiendish.
fiend.
Oh
Yes.
yeah. Fiends no orcs.
I can't even remember what the options for fiend are.
They get an extra language I never chose.
Well, there you go. You know orc. There you go.
Okay.
It's an extra
There you
language.
go.
So the novel, the Choose Your Own Adventure novel that I got out of my pillow, I'm going to start reading to the orcs, and I'm going to be very elaborate and looking at them as I'm turning the page and I'm reading.
Story
them.
time.
Oh my God.
Nice.
You're telling them a story. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
Yes.
This is so strange in so many different ways. Okay. All right. I'll go with that.
Yeah. So yeah.
Are
I
you
wanted-
skilled? Are you skilled in some way in telling stories, or
Yeah, very charismatic.
are you? Okay. All right. We don't normally do charisma checks here because it's Fred. But I'll tell you what I will do is you're a warlock, correct?
I am a warlock.
You
that's
are a
correct.
warlock. Okay. And warlocks have certain things they do well. So let's
Like reading
say,
books.
pardon?
Like reading books.
Like reading books, stories. So you're not required to work, and the story is very engaging. They seem very interested. They listen, and you can speak in Orcish, so they understand what you're saying. So they're listening, and they're not really paying attention quite as much as they were before. You
Mission
have
accomplished.
distracted them. Well done.
Yes. Thank you.
Oh, I see. This is the synergy. He's setting up Lurg again. All right. So, yes, you're going to try to sneak up on another one. All right, fine. You can do that. Roll your dice.
Oh, it's a 2.
Oh, my God. That's so bad. And
Don't I get like a stealthy bonus or something?
hell no, you do not. Hell no. No.
Sneak attack, right?
But I
For
rolled a
barbarians?
1 to try to detect you.
Oh.
And I really should have rolled with disadvantage. I didn't even have a chance to do that.
What
And
was
my
that? Was that
modifier
a
is
bug?
0.
No, it
so
was a sword
you
flying past
actually
your head.
succeed. Believe it or not, I got a 1 on my wisdom check, mate, and you actually beat me.
Makes sense. Yeah. Makes perfect sense.
This is
covered in
why my
poop.
home group love me so much, because the only dice that they're normally used to seeing me roll is a 1 and a 2. But you
Oh.
guys have been butchered today so bad.
Mhm.
All right, away you go.
Apparently.
It is
All
your
right.
turn
right.
first. You got the drop on him.
All right.
Nice.
Come on. Bless my dice, people at home. Give me the vibes.
They're probably not doing that, dude. They're probably like, let him die, let him die.
Oh, come on.
Some
You want
of
to
them
see?
are talking about they want us to say a TPK.
Um,
I think we already did that. Yeah.
If we're keeping the same initiative, can I just drop in?
Yes, you can. So you just to go now while Lurg is doing his thing. Yeah,
Right,
the
all right.
orcs are distracted, so if you want to
Right.
do something,
I can feel the dice. The weight has
I'm
increased.
going to drop the beam the size of a cat. I'm going to walk over the lurg. I'm going to rub up against him, casting a cure spell while I do it.
Oh,
Check. I'm giving him D6 plus. I gave him 7 hit points back. And I'm going to go back. I'm going to become my normal construct self inside of my rope and just continue digging like nothing happened.
Noise.
that's a we're 14 plus 2, 15, 16.
To get kitty.
Yeah, 16 is probably going to hit the orcs, yes, because they're not holding their shields anymore. So
Nice.
gonna
All right.
hurt.
Damage. Oh, I love this dice. Okay, so that's 12 points of damage.
Well, how does this one die?
No,
wow.
Damn.
I think I'm going to take his legs off.
Okay.
It's something they ate.
See, bleeds out. Well done. Yeah, he's dead. Yeah, the blood loss from the leg is unbelievably fast.
Probably doesn't die quietly, but he dies quickly.
Well, he died. You're taking him down, and the others are distracted, so we're not going to worry about them too much. Yes,
squeal like the snub-nosed picky man you are.
All right, so we can assume that I have a cloak we traveled in, like a cloak.
Yes.
You have my knife too, by the way.
Well, and that's part of the plan. All right. That's
Is it shanking time?
So I put it over myself, and I changed my face to look like the nearest orc like me.
Okay.
I spent a minute doing that.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
So I have the knife,
Mhm.
and I sidle up next to one of the guys, kind of give him like a kind of thing.
The knife.
And I
Okay.
take the knife and I jam it in his ear.
Okay. All right. So you're trying to do this so that you're not noticed as well?
Yes.
All
yes.
right.
I find
Okay.
one that's kind of standing back a little bit.
So we'll go with a stealth check for this baby.
Okay.
So
Stealth check.
a dex check. Yeah.
Natural 20, baby.
Holy shit. I love it when I don't have to roll the dice. Thank you very much. Okay. Would you like to roll your attack? Because it's still going to have to hit believe it is a 13, because he's got armor on him.
Luck.
Shove it in the right place.
12 plus 14.
Well, that's more than 13. So yes, it does.
That is.
Yeah.
Doesn't have the shield.
All right. So I'm hitting him though with a dagger. So that's 1d4 probably. I don't really have dagger stats, but I'm guessing 1d4.
Dagger is a 4-sided dice. Yeah.
Yep.
You just roll a 4-sided dice. Yeah.
You need a 4, man.
What do you get?
2.
Well,
Plus-
okay.
It's got a knife sticking out of his ear. This never goes well.
You've stabbed him. He's definitely noticed that something is happening to him.
Oh man,
He can't. It's like, whoa, that was a heck. And yeah, it notices that.
Knox. He can't hear the story anymore.
I was just trying to clean his ear out a little bit.
He was distracted.
Hearing.
He was
It's like a drop of
distracted.
blood coming out of his ear.
He was so distracted, but now he's even more distracted because, like, what the hell? Who are you? And so he's looking very confused. Instead of getting his weapon out, he just punches you because
Yeah, I'm another
it's an
orc.
orc.
Yeah.
You know, they probably stab each other all the time.
Oh yeah, yeah, for fun.
And
It's like a wet willy, only it's a neck. Yeah.
Holy Toledo! So that is a. Sorry, people. This is getting really strange, isn't it? This is a 14 to hit you.
That does hit.
Okay, so you take 1 point of damage as he smacks you in the face.
Okay.
I'm going to stop the story and look at him and be like, that's enough. And then I'll go back to reading.
He just looks at you, and you can there's some cursing and swearing going on. He's not taking your comment seriously at all, but he's feeling better of having punched
Feeling better with a knife sticking out of his ear.
Yeah. It comes out, it tots it on the ground.
I
Okay.
put jam on that thing.
All right.
Rub some dirt on it. It'll be all right.
What crazy shit is happening next?
I'm
Waiting
out
for
of
another,
ideas.
waiting for another target of opportunity.
Are you waiting? All right. Well, way you go. They're still listening to the story. One is a little bit injured, but I mean, they probably get stabbed and punched all the time, so it's not like the end of the world.
Right?
If that's
19, 11 to hit.
You mean stealth?
Oh no, that was 9, 10 for stealth.
10 for stealth. Okay, you are noticed by this one that you sneak up on from the outskirts of the cave.
So
So
there's 2 orcs left in here now.
no, there are 4. There
Okay,
are 4 because there was 6 in here.
I like those odds.
Yeah, I know you do. So would you like to make your attack? It will not be a surprise attack, but since your initiative is higher than mine, you'll be going first.
Yeah. Oh, I should have had like advantage on the attack.
Well, yeah, with the
Like-
surprise ones you get advantage, but this one it's no surprise. So
You didn't tell me that before.
well, I mean it's Shadowdark, and yeah, you guys can read some of the rules. Yeah, I forget
Some
the
of the
stuff all the
rules.
time.
I just do what the DM tells me to because I'm a
Yeah.
good player.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
here we go. That is a 15 on the dice, so I'm going to do the damage.
Oh yes, you will.
Oh,
Man.
another 10. So that's another 12 points damage.
Oh, how does this
Dang,
one
he's-
die?
He's like Rambo.
So we've had an impalement. We've had this has to be a decapitation.
Right, and this is another decapitation. Okay, another head flies off. You've
Mm.
taken out another one. And at this point, things aren't looking good. Yeah, I think the orcs have probably noticed that there's a few people missing and
Yep.
an extra one that doesn't quite look right. And they get up and they're like, "What the hell is going? Like, where's?" They don't understand what's going on. They're looking at Knox and they're like, "Do you remember him? Do you remember him? I don't remember him." And they're starting they're starting to freak. So it's yeah. They freak out so much because half of their numbers have been lost. For those of you who don't know, there's a morale system in Shadowdark, and they fuck off. They flee. They leave the slaves. They are freaking out. Like everybody, there's people dropping left, right, center. There's people showing up, look like our buddies, and they definitely don't recognize anybody, and they freak out. The rest of them just leave. They out the exits. They're gone. So I think you guys might have some options now.
Well, I was doing this
Yeah.
for them. So I'm just gonna stop. Wrote myself, and is anyone wounded? Who's the most wounded person here that's not an orc? Including NPCs. If someone's got like their back is splayed open and they're like on bed or whatever.
If I was 1 out of 5, probably. I would probably say 20%.
Can I just say, given that you guys have done the stupidest shit under the sun, but resolved the situation in the most creative and bizarre and strange way, I think all of you should have at least a luck point. So each one of you
We're
have a
going to
luck point.
need luck points.
You're going to need luck points.
A luck
that's
point doesn't
apparently.
put food in our belly, though.
No,
Yeah.
no.
Of course, I still have a half a
bit.
bit. I'm still eating my half a bag of chips, though.
There's plenty of food. Look, there's an orc leg there.
Yeah.
I want to start a little fire and start
my-
cooking some
Wally,
more.
But yeah, Phil. Yeah,
Oh.
Kevin's just like, yeah, I could use some love.
Oh, that smells rank even when they're cooking. Oh,
Full points. That puts me in full. Thank you.
Black blood tastes bad.
Yeah. And then I'll is the dude that with my knife? Is he gone?
Yeah, he freaked out. He ran away.
Did he keep the knife in his ear?
No, he pulled it out and threw it on the ground.
Okay, I'm gonna go get it and I'm gonna start cutting people loose.
Yep.
Mark, how's your hit points?
Yep. I'm actually like it. Well, I don't know what I was after I came back to live, DM.
You're on 1 hit point.
All right, so I'm down then apparently.
Oh, you're down. All right, there you go.
Yeah.
I'm going to. I have to burn my luck point to roll again.
I just realized it. I'm sitting there going, oh.
Nice. Okay. 7 points. I don't know if you have that many.
Me? Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, you guys. I'm pretty good. At
I'm
this point.
almost. I feel much better.
Mm-hmm.
You're pretty good, Phil.
It's
Too.
only one hit myself, but he doesn't work so good on me, so I've been kind of holding off on it.
Well, do you get half? You do get half back.
Yeah,
and
I want to make sure everyone else is taken care of first, because if it fails on me, it's no loss. So,
right. Okay.
Can we make like a poultice, like make some clay or something to fix them?
No, just stick the cogs back in and the springs and so forth.
Gotcha. Okay.
Out of heals for the day. So that's all I got for you guys. And I'll stay on 1 hit point. So cheers.
Oh, did you fail your check?
Yeah, I rolled a 4, so there's no chance.
So remember, luck points can be used by other people to give you a reroll.
I'll give him my luck point.
There you go.
Okay. Well, thanks.
You have my luck point.
For those of you who don't know, my group do this all the time. There's no way they're going to let cure wounds fail. So every single luck point gets expended until it's resolved. Otherwise, it's gone for the day. It's like, no.
And my luck point. So my luck point is like the last. Oh, you don't eat. Never mind. That was gonna be so.
I'm at 5 hit points now, and I'm content with myself. I don't want to burn out the spell for no reason.
Right.
So
cool. All right.
Or you're like around 6 or 7, right?
Yeah.
You're strong.
Okay.
Yeah,
What's the plan? You've cut the slaves free, and you've healed up, which is always nice. And there's a passageway to the east and west, and 2 passageways to the south, which just leads back into the cave where the main mine area was. So where would you like to go?
Which way did the orcs go?
Some of them went to the east, some to the west, and some to the south. They took
What about our stuff?
The stuff. I think you'll find that, Lurg, you probably know that they just left it in the main cavern where the mine is.
Okay. I take the flint and steel and I light a torch.
Okay.
I've already lit a fire. You can just light it off my fire. I'm currently cooking up some orc forearm hocks.
Oh, that's disgusting.
Okay. All right. The torch
I'm
is
not
lit.
that hungry.
And I don't disparage your filthy reading habits.
You know, no. Would you like me to read to you while you eat?
No.
Okay.
I enjoy your story.
He wouldn't understand.
No, I wouldn't understand.
I want to start talking to all these people as we're letting them loose. If there's anyone that wants to
File a complaint,
be a hireling, if they would like to join us.
So
yes, rise, my friends. Let's kill orcs. Let's all just mass and stab them to death. Take your small rocks and club them upon the head of us en masse.
Otherwise, the only way out of here, I tell them, is through the poo.
Anyone who doesn't fight for new management becomes food.
Food. Yeah. You see what happens to those who say no? That's what's happening over there.
Did you just threaten to eat them if they don't join you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, Lurg, you have successfully resulted in all 6 who there was a woman about to talk to you, Kevin, but as soon as she hears that, they just flee, and all of them just
I reach out for her like, no, don't go. Don't go.
Yes. Take your rocks. Let's chase them down. And I follow, I don't know, one of the random ones.
Are you going to chase them down and kill them? Are you?
No, we're all. I assume we're all storming after orcs to kill them. I mean,
all right, okay. Well, these aren't orcs. These are the slaves that are running away from Lurg, because Lurg has just said he's going to eat them if they don't join.
He's not going to eat you.
I'm completely up to speed. I'm just running with them with encouraging them to pick up rocks and kill orcs along the way.
Right, okay.
He just
says sorry.
Kill an orc along the way.
He just says things.
Lurg, tell me you're sorry.
Okay,
does not lie.
1,000 years from now, this won't make a difference. But for now, it's all I've got going on.
Yeah.
So
I love it. The one person negotiate, the next person kill and eat. It's a great combination. It is so much like a D&D group of any kind. Yeah. For those of you who are familiar with the experience,
Troll's gonna troll, man.
It is gonna troll. Without the troll, they wouldn't have gotten away anyway. More than likely, they'd still probably be stuck there.
That's right.
Yeah. Yep. Apart from that very impressive orc story, so let's fast forward. And where would you like to go? Since all of the slaves have been freed and they have fled. Freed and fled.
Now they've got some peace and quiet, I'm going to rest.
Okay, so you're going to rest in the caves, or you're going to go somewhere else and rest?
Yeah, I've got my companions to help.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, I see the shaking of heads as in yes. This is what we're doing?
Yes.
And did the orcs like flee the mine? They're not here anymore. They
Well,
completely
the orcs that were in the slave pen area, they have fled.
Oh,
There's going to be a crew that comes to relieve them when their watch is over.
Yeah, so I wanted to follow. I don't care which one, but I was following one of the groups of slaves that was running away down one of the tunnels,
Right.
picking up a rock to proceed
Okay.
with. And if we ran into orcs, kill.
Yeah.
So,
So you can chase the bulk of them. Seem to have run towards the back entrance where the poo is. Probably a bad
Okay.
idea, but those
just-
were the
yeah,
instructions they were given, so they've kind of done that since they know where the dump is.
If we're
I will
staying
swoop
here,
them out.
I'm gonna tell Lurg that I think it'd be a good idea the ones that you decapitated, put them up on spikes or something along our perimeter,
Yeah.
just so that they know if they come back that they're gonna have to deal with you, big guy. Let them know. Let them know this is what happens.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Head spike.
yeah.
Okay. So you're resting where the
That's
cages are in the slave pen area. That is where you're resting.
Yeah, I've got my blanket and
And
pillow. I'm good.
you're eating rations and orc hock, basically.
Yeah, rations. Yes, definitely rations. No
definitely
work for me.
No orc for you.
Yeah.
Okay.
No work for me.
All
Are
right.
the slaves willing to go out the poop hole to escape the?
Yeah, a lot of them go out that way. Some of them get very, very sick and vomiting all over the place,
Sure.
but they don't
Smash me
die.
up, buddy. All right.
That's the important part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just wondering if these guys are going to be running because fasting forward. Are these guys going to be running into orcs that's going to create something that is bashable? So
No. They flee. They don't seem to encounter any orcs. They take the route that you basically came through because that's the route you told them to take. So they know that route. So they took that.
Yeah.
Most of them went
Whether
that
you
way.
wanted to be, whether you wanted to be or not, you're a hero today.
Well done. Yeah.
Yeah.
well,
I asked them to give us a good review on the way out when they were leaving.
Yeah.
Sorry.
This will go in your human resources file. So that's good. So if you ever
That's good.
decide to get another job, there'll be a letter of recommendation for you.
Do you think I'm the village guy? Anyway.
Okay. All right. Cool. So yes, you can rest, and I believe, while you're waiting for your rest to finish, something shows up. It's not what you were expecting, but something does show up. It's a small group of greeny grey humanoids, and they just sort of wander in. There's about 5 of them, and they've got little cages full of rodents in them, and sticks with pointy ends and stuff like that.
Sound like kobolds.
No, it sounds like goblins.
All right. Somebody gets
I
points
smell
for goblins.
Yeah.
Goblins.
Goblins.
Could have gone either way, right?
I'm gonna point to the orc heads on the sticks, and then I'm gonna motion for them to make their way through.
Oh, so you point to the sticks and tell them like they got to leave. So you don't even say anything. You just motion. Ooh, I think it's time for a charisma check. This is one of those times where I'm going to give you a charisma check, dude. I believe
I love that. I
believe you get
because
advantage on those, don't you? Because you're
I
a
do.
wolf.
I get advantage
Nice.
+3.
Yeah,
it's gonna be hard to roll 2 1s here, which I probably will.
Well,
Son of a. Actually, with advantage, a natural 20.
oh, Toledo. Well, I guess I won't be rolling any dice today. Not with these dice. They do exactly as instructed. Well done, Wally. You've dodged the wandering and monster encounter. The most bizarre way I've ever seen.
Troll
But anyway.
sleeping in the corner with a half-eaten orc.
Yeah, I do it. I did it quietly, not to wake Lurg up, because I knew Lurg would have threw a dagger. So.
He would just throw a dagger and eat him. Okay, right. So your rest is finished, and you are able to have all of your hit points back, and you get any other things that are resource hungry, which I don't think there are. I think you've got everything that you needed. So,
Goblin.
what is happening next? Where are you going? What is happening?
What are we at now? Oh, 7. We're still at 7. All right.
Yeah. We're in 4
Well,
right now.
as the new chieftain,
Oh, you're
I'll
right,
instruct
4.
my shaman to we've already established that this is now my lair. So I guess that our job will be to secure the main chamber and acquire some more heads
Yes,
for spikes.
of course.
Mm.
Right. So are you going south into the main
As
chamber?
you would.
Into the main
Yes.
mine?
Yes.
Okay. You can do that. So this has turned out.
Why are we letting him lead the group? This seems like a
Well,
Okay, so
you're
I
not,
have
but
a-
it's
I
first
always
come,
say
first
no.
serve. Yeah, you gotta interfere with that sort of stuff. Otherwise, he's just gonna do shit.
No, Lurg. We
All
go
right.
this way.
So
We go
having
this
a
way.
good. So do you have a good hunt and look around in the mine pit?
I included a paint kit as one of my objects in my inventory, and I write on large letters on the ground, Lurgs.
Leah.
No,
Lurgs.
it's his. So write mine. M-I-N-E.
That's right. You're right. Mine. I
Lurg.
think we learned that.
Lurg's mine. Okay. All right.
Mine.
Nice. Okay. So
my name, my gnome name. That my name. What you say?
I use the entire kit to make the letters as large as I can to fill the space. But yeah, there's that.
Nice.
So
What
that's
Nice.
what to say?
so there are a lot of passageways coming off the main mine pit.
Your lair. Lurg's lair.
Lurg's lair.
Leah. There are a lot of passageways leading off the main mine pit. And to the south, you notice there are a set of stairs that sort of wind up and form like an L shape, leading to what looks like an elevator. And in that elevator is a cage. And in that cage is a weird-looking bird that's kind of reptilian. It's got sort of like a reptile-y neck and really bright red plumage on its tail. And it's kind of long, like a peacock almost. But its head is kind of like a what do you call it? A rooster, but it doesn't have that sort of proper crest on the top. It's more. It's the rest of its head and its beak is almost lizard-like as well. It's kind of weird, like a mixture of lizard and chicken.
Oh no, I know what this is.
As a shaman, I can speak to spirits, ghosts, and animals. So I ask, why have you been sitting there so quietly this whole time?
Well, it's in a cage and it just squawks at you. And since you're talking to this thing.
Yeah, because a shaman can speak with animals. So
that's right. That's true. You're absolutely correct. Because I wanted shamans to be able to speak to animals because they should be able to.
Yeah, what's the deuce? You've been like up there for like weeks. What's going on?
Okay.
Can I make an intelligence check for my character to so it knows what I know?
You know what it is. So I'm happy for you to know what it knows.
I think that's a cockatrice.
Yeah. So you try to talk to it, and it's definitely not communicating back. So it's probably not an animal. There's something else going on here. It's not a proper animal.
That's chicken.
It's not a chicken.
It's not.
Yeah, I grew up with
a chicken.
I grew up with my sword and I bang on the cage. Pretty bird.
Not a bird.
So you bang on the cage.
Death chicken.
All right. So it squawks and leaps around, but it can't get very far.
Is it chained down or is
it's in the cage? It's locked in the cage. It's in a small cage.
It can't get around very. It's just too small for the animal, or
is that a portable cage?
It's just big enough to hold it. It's basically
Okay.
So think about it this way: like old mines used to have an elevator, and in the elevator there was usually a bird in a cage, and this is the bird in the cage.
The canary in the cage. Gotcha. Okay, but he's really big.
Well, it's a cockatrice.
So how big is that?
That's about the size of a chicken or a rooster, roughly.
Oh.
Yeah, the cage is a big cage, and it's in an elevator.
Like Luke said, chicken. Yeah, okay.
This all tracks.
Well, I hope so.
Or do you want to carry that around for a while?
It's in an elevator, did you say?
Yeah, there's an elevator, and in the elevator is a cage, and in the cage is the cockatrice.
Oh.
Mm.
Whereabouts
What's in
is
the
this?
cockatrice?
Where are we on the map?
You are in 7,
we're-
the bottom of 7.
Oh, I see that. Oh, okay. Right.
Yeah.
How much inventory space would carrying that in my backpack take?
It would probably be very cumbersome. It's not probably going to go in a backpack.
You could probably put your backpack in the cage.
Yes, you could probably put your backpack in the cage. Yeah.
If you
not-
want to die.
Is it on the ground or is it like hanging?
No, it's on the ground. It's not hanging.
Okay. Can we scoot it?
Can you scoot it? What, push it around? Yeah, you can just push it around. What are you using to push it around with?
I think. Shall we just tie some rope to it and drag it, and then that way, if something comes along, we can just swing it at them?
Yeah.
So how are you gonna tie on that rope?
Go through the
You know
top.
not, right?
I've got a pole, so I'll stick the rope on the end of the pole and shove the pole through the cage, and then I'll just loop it around the top.
Oh, I understand. I get it. Okay,
Yeah,
right. So you've avoided getting anywhere
Like
near
a-
the
like
cage.
I'm not putting anything inside that
Anything
cage because
near-
that thing can kill me.
Yeah.
So yeah, no.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough.
Death chicken.
Well done. You have now tied your rope to the
Death
cage with the cockatrice in it. Well done.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
And
I'm
you've
dragging it behind me.
Dragging
Yes,
it behind you. All right.
Yeah.
There's also 7 creamy coloured ivory drinking horns hanging off hooks by the elevator. And there's a large barrel as well.
Ooh.
What's in the barrel? Can I see what's in the barrel?
Yeah, it looks like some sort of liquid. You want to try it?
Yeah. I want to smell it first.
Smell it?
What does it have?
Smells like hops.
Oh. Okay then.
Feed some to the chicken.
I'm going to give some to the cockatrice. So I want to give some to him as well as give a little bit of my ration.
Okay. To the cockatrice? Yep. Sure.
Yeah, I'm being very careful, but
Very careful with the drinking horn.
I'm trying to build a rapport with the cockatrice.
Okay, all right. So you put some of it in the drinking horn, poke it through the cage, trying to keep well away from it, and drop some food into the cage. That's fine. You can do that, and it eats and drinks as much as it can. It seems to be fine. Nothing seems to have happened to it.
Probably hasn't eaten in a while, so I'm thinking.
No.
Yeah. Okay.
Well done. You have fed the cockatrice.
Seduce the cockatrice.
This is great TV, right?
It is. Let's go shopping now.
I want to read it as
in your journal.
What are we going to name this cockatrice? I vote for Poco.
Okay, Poco.
Yeah, sure.
Sounds good. Yeah.
So you have a weaponized cockatrice.
We should do this place Poco Mines.
Yeah, as one would. I mean, come on. So we're going to drag it somewhere. We're going to go somewhere with it, or
I don't know. You tell me.
Let's go attack orcs. Are there any orcs?
You want to go? Where are you going to go? You tell me. You want to go find some orcs? That's fine, but you tell me where you want to go. And yes, Kevin, you can tell it a story, and it will go to sleep.
Oh, that's cute. I like
This
the
is-
little.
It's like my favorite book.
It's good. It's really good. It puts you. It kind of makes you sleepy.
Monster lullabies.
Now you said there's an elevator, so does this elevator go up or down? Can we tell?
It goes up, up.
Maybe it goes up to HR.
Oh, probably, yeah. You want to go try it? You want to go up?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. Sure. So you can get in the elevator and go up. It's basically
pretty close in here, guys. Pretty close.
It's basically just a hand crank to actually make the elevator move. So you just wind the hand crank and up it goes. And you find
Transform
yourself.
into a bear. Take up more
Luke will
space.
go. Luke will go.
I will.
Are you humming the
out-
girl from Eponina? Is that what you're doing?
Yeah.
I'm gonna tap Lurg on the shoulder, and I'm gonna point to the elevator inspection thing, and it shows that the sticker is expired. I was like, "You're gonna want to get that looked at, probably within the next few weeks or so."
I rip the
The
sticker
fire
off.
the fire extinguisher door is just open. There's no fire extinguisher.
There's no fire extinguisher.
This is okay. It's bush league. All
Yeah,
right.
this is really not up to standards, Lurg. But I mean,
Okay. So you crank up the elevator, commenting on its safety features. Thank you very much for all of that.
Might want to grease that thing too, Lurk.
It makes squeaky noises.
Yeah.
Luke is starting to speak.
it's
They're making
bad.
fun of him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel the rest of the party might die again.
Okay, DM, what are we doing?
And I'm not involved. Next, so you guys get to the top of the elevator, and there's an A-frame with 4 timbers holding the top of the elevator on a cable, and it basically you're on the top of this rock, and you can see down where you came in, the poo entrance, your favorite location, and you can see some of the tracks coming out of the rock that you're standing on. So you're basically on top of it.
Is this an open sky?
Yeah, open sky. Yep, you can see the sky above you. It's blue. Sun is
I'll
out.
just want to take a moment to say that as a shaman of Ord, the god of knowledge and secrets, I download the specifications and regulations for mining operations and begin logging all of the infringements.
Yeah, this is
Sure. Yes, you can do that. That seems like a reasonable thing to do.
I'm up to 30 already.
Why?
So many.
so many.
This is a nice feature of your mine. This is this is nice. You can come up here in the morning, have a little bit of leftover work.
Where's the poop coming from?
The workers.
If it's just a waterfall of shit, where's that coming? If we can see over it, what's going on with that?
So it should have been obvious, hopefully, that basically that chamber is where they dumped all their rubbish and where they did all their toiletry stuff. So they pooped and pissed in that area. So that's why, and it's on a slight angle from the cave opening, so it goes downhill. That's why you get this stream of muddy liquid going.
Oh, I get it. I thought there was like a curtain of brown liquid.
No.
It was like a waterfall like thing we had to go through. It's like it's a shit waterfall. That's fucking crazy. Okay, let's see.
Well, I mean, I can always include it later if you would prefer, Phil.
Yeah,
a shit waterfall does seem like an
twisted Willy Wonka. It's just twisted.
Yeah,
Willy
like
Wonka
I thought, like
thing.
we'd access like the plane of shit or something. It's like this. Dang, I gotta stick around. That's why I was digging. Gotta find shit mountain.
Oh, I was wondering.
I think this waterfall's made of poo.
I get it now. I get it. That's okay. I get it now. Stupid, but hey,
No.
Shows in my mind are almost always better.
No, I thought my description was clear enough, but the fact that
probably was. I'm sure
fact that you led to that is awesome. And I love that so much. But anyway.
I was just thinking that, Raylan.
I can tell.
This would be the demi-plane of ooze. Yeah.
I know, right? Like, wow, this is no wonder they're mining here. This is crazy.
Yeah.
All right.
And,
so
do
we
have a sense of what they're even mining at this point?
Yeah. The main area it's an ore. Well, it's iron ore. It's basically iron ore.
Okay.
Yeah, I thought so. You were talking about the dark rocks. I was like, it sounds like iron.
Yeah,
my brother's.
Yeah. Yeah. So do you want to explore any more of it, or are you ready to go home since you've cleared out some of the area and just get pissed, or what's the story? What's happening next?
There's still orcs in here somewhere.
Well, you haven't been everywhere.
Yeah, I want to survey my terrain.
Wasn't, but we should probably. Yeah,
I don't like this complete lack of security to invasion by winged beasties.
Right. Fair enough.
Gonna have to block this off.
Well, it's basically 3 entryways now that you know. Well, 4 in there. Yeah. Through the top, three sides. Yeah. Okay, so where would you like to go if you're going to make sure that your place is secure?
We haven't had a look at 5 yet, have we?
You haven't been to 5. No, you could go back through there to 5 if you want.
Yeah.
Sure. So you go back down the elevator, make your way through the main mine pit and into 5. And basically this is a cavern that is split into 2 different levels. It has rough cut staircase in it leading up to the top level. There is a deep hole, and that seems to expose a slow-moving river of molten lava. It's quite hot coming off. You can feel the super heat.
Sauna room.
Free forge.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sauna room.
Orcs, troll dwarves would love this.
Yeah. Well, all mines need to have a heat source to draw oxygen into the mine. Otherwise, you can't breathe. So this is probably
Right.
what that's for, more than likely.
That was some knowledge I had no idea about.
I didn't know
I've
either.
done
I
way
learned
too much
something.
fucking research on mines, unfortunately.
Yeah. Most dwarves operate forges using lava, not fuels.
Yeah, exactly, because it's natural. You don't have to worry
So
about
to a troll,
feeding.
he would automatically think, if I advertise that there's a lava pit here, then it would draw dwarves to my mine and therefore free food.
Yeah, yeah. All right.
On
Okay,
it
so
this way. Yeah.
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 so that's all you see there, unless you're doing. Are you looking around and searching, or what are you doing?
Yeah, it's 14 and 13.
13.
Yeah.
You want to go? You're 13 in it. Okay. All right.
Oh.
Sure. You can do that. So you head back into the main mine area and make your way down south. And this opens up to quite a large cavity or cavern, strange shape. You can see there's an entrance to the other side, or an exit, a passageway leading out. And this is a vast chamber. There's a forge in the center. It is not cold, but not super hot anymore. It looks like it has been left to sort of cool down. There are mine tracks, should I say, cart tracks traveling past the forge, and you can see there are what look like ropes and chains and manacles that are connected to the wall, but there's nobody in them, so there's no slaves here, and yeah, that's what you see currently. Oh, and there's a bunch of stuff stacked up in the corner.
Why? Lava back there. Forge here. Why?
Mm.
Sounds like another violation. Check.
Forge.
Yeah, this is terribly inefficient.
Can I move the forge?
It's not really something you can move. It's pretty heavy. It's literally just a big, huge rock that has been carved out. Yeah, it's not something you could
Like a
really move.
Minecraft forge, like one of their oven things.
Yeah. There you go. Why not? Yeah,
Right,
it's like
right,
that.
okay.
Yeah.
Oh well, I could probably disassemble it or take notes on how to build a forge and build one over the lava pit.
Yeah, you can do that if you want. Yeah, why not?
Mm.
Yep.
Mm.
Makes sense. Let's put it somewhere else, rather than here. Cool. Was there anything else you wanted to do here?
No, because we haven't got any heads on spikes yet.
Well, no, because there's no orcs here and there's no slaves. It's devoid and empty of them.
Sad.
Yeah.
14? Anything that's just to close off the southern wing?
Oh, right. So if you make your way through this area where the forge is, the passageway that leads into a sort of a circular chamber. It's still sort of more of a cave. Inside this cave, you can see like pallets as bedrolls. There's wooden stools. There's a few tables set up, food scraps on them, and there's a rack holding some great axes. And you can see what looks like a bunch of papers with scroll all over them sitting on top of the tables. So, yes.
I eat the food scraps.
Okay.
I go right to the scrolls.
Okay. So it looks like it's a record. Now, as for eating your food scraps, you're a troll. You could eat anything and it probably wouldn't affect you. So as for the papers, it seems to break down the production of the mine, the profits that they're getting. It's just records of its process and, how much they're getting out of the ground, all that sort of stuff. It's really fairly boring stuff.
Or is it an orc?
It is written in Orc because that is the only language apart from Common that Kevin knows. So yes, it is written in Orc.
Got it. Okay. Well, organized.
Well done. Okay.
So is this a mine turning a profit there, Kevin?
It is. It's not a big profit, but it is turning a profit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there any indication as to where the ore goes for that profit?
Yes, it looks like it is being transported to the north from where you're currently, and it's being used by an orc shaman called Urg and an
Erg.
overseer called Morbash to create a specialized weapon from the iron ore.
Okay, this has my attention now, and I will be reading this out loud.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, and I emphasize this weapon.
Yeah. You can even see a map of the location. It's not a very good map, but you might be able to find the location if you followed it.
What kind of topography does it offer?
It basically just gives you the general direction, indicates sort of mountains and forests, streams that you need to travel through to get to it.
Estimated travel
Um,
time. Sorry, I keep
So-
physics.
So as we're dragging this cage around, and it's making all kinds of racket as we drag across the stone floor.
Yeah.
Is it like attracting any interest of any? Do we hear any movement of critters?
Not really. No.
Okay.
No.
I have a question.
Yes.
Not a question, but a shout out to Agile Monk for the super chat. And it's going to put Fred on the spot because it says donating to have an unexpected event.
Thanks, Agile Monk.
Okay.
Forgot to speak it there.
Oh.
All right. I guess your wish is my command. It's you twisting my arm, and it's very hard to twist my arm. No, it's not. So yeah, you're having a peruse and trying to find out what the heck is going on here. The cage breaks open that had the cat cockatrice in it.
But I just fed it. I gave it some more rations and a little bit of.
Yeah.
No.
But you also
Remember
said you're
me?
dragging it on the ground.
Yeah, you've been dragging it on the ground. So
Well,
yeah,
we can't lift
it escapes
We'll have spell slots. Oh, perfect.
and because you've been feeding it, it assumes that you've got more food and it comes straight for you.
Oh no more. It's all gone. All gone.
But the good news is, since I rolled really bad in my initiative and I can't be fucked rolling initiative again, I believe it looks like it's about to try to peck you. So I'm going to let you guys decide what you're going to do. Kevin, Lurg, and Philosopher.
Technically, this death chicken is a part of our party. What are your thoughts on PvP, Fred?
I don't like PvP, but I never considered this part of your party. I just considered this a captive.
I mean, I named it.
You did.
I mean, it's
Yeah.
oh my.
It may be the last thing that you do. It may be the last thing you do.
Okay, no.
Bad Oko. Bad Oko.
All right. So would Philosopher, Lurg, and Kevin like to do something? Because it's definitely looking like it's about to peck you. Thinking
I
that
Eldritch blast it.
oh,
Wow.
what's gonna happen? You Eldritch blast it. So is there an outcome? Do we have some damage?
That's a 14
Yeah,
to hit,
it's
3 damage.
feathers
3
everywhere.
damage. Okay, I believe I can
Yeah,
find that fairly quickly.
the somatic component is.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just got to put it down, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you hit it, but it's not dead. So I believe Philosopher and Lurg, you guys got to decide. Is it time to have cockatrice for dinner, or is it time to flee
Lurg,
like
it tastes great.
the pussies that you are?
Oh wow! Wow! Wow!
Do I punch Kevin for attacking my pet, or do I attack the pet that's going to kill
or
my
do I just punch
my
the
minions?
DM?
I'm frozen in a decision. I'm frozen in a decision.
I yell at you. I was like, Lurg, they taste like chicken.
Does he know what chicken tastes like?
All
Tastes
right.
like work.
Minor stuff have we?
All right, Philosopher, are you doing anything?
I'm going to throw a dagger.
Well, go ahead, throw it.
Oh, that's 15.
15. Ooh. Well, that's going to hit. I'm pretty sure. Yep.
A red D4, so it goes faster.
Yeah.
It's 3. We don't add dex bonus. 3 points of damage.
3 points of damage. Okay. Right, done. Philosopher, you're up. What are you doing?
We haven't recovered our equipment yet. Am I right
I
on
believe
that?
you
we have
did.
it.
You guys collected it ages ago. Yeah. You went into the main mine
Okay,
pits.
well,
You got
I chuck a spear at it then.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Natural.
It was hidden underneath the poop waterfall.
Thank you. Natural 20.
Natural
Well,
20. Well, double your dice, baby.
11 damage. So,
Oh wow.
11
Cool
damage.
boy.
Okay. How does this thing die?
Wow.
It just pops into an explosion of feathers.
Oh,
And I grab my stick.
Well, that was a mistake, hey? That was a mistake. Clearly, you guys can handle one cockatrice, just not 7 orcs. Well done.
Easy peasy. Action economy is everything.
Yeah, it is. It is very much so. Exactly. And I think we're going to leave it there. I think you have established that you have taken control of the mine area. It looks to you like the orcs have left and the slaves are gone. So, well done.
They probably ran north to say no more mines. Probably expect enemies. But we should prepare for the storm.
In our downtime, I'd like to gather everybody together and point out this Erg and the other guy, and start making a plan to take some of this ore so we can get that weapon.
Right.
Mm.
Okay. Fair enough.
Like
Yeah,
it.
you can do that.
Yep. And cool.
And that is the end.
All right.
Well done, Fred. Well done.
Well done.
That went exactly as I expected it to.
I had not expected this to run the way that it. I mean, it's designed so
I
you
knew
can
that-
deal with it so many different ways, but this is not the way that I expected you guys to approach it. Like newbie players stepping into
Up
shit.
the poop chute.
Like
Yeah.
3 choices. Let's go into the poo area. Like, and then
Smells
no sneaking
terrible,
around. Let's just walk on in. Brilliant stuff. So for those of you who believe that Shadowdark is lethal, only 2, 3 people maybe died.
Yeah.
I think we had a little bit of mercy there towards the
We
end.
did.
Little.
Yeah, just a little bit.
I generally look. I've always been of the
Sprinkle
approach
on-
that if characters die, you guys decide whether you want to play a new character or
we
a new
are level
character.
1 characters. If we were level 0 characters, we wouldn't have had any of our gear.
No.
Yeah.
It's rough. It's rough if you're playing 0 level characters in Shadowdark. I've seen what happens, and it's better to design an RPG heavy adventure for that one. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, I was at a convention. I got to play with Mike Shea, Sly Flourish, and I think I counted. I think I went through 13 level 0 characters.
Oh wow! Yeah, Mike Shea is awesome. He's awesome.
Yeah, it was some of the most fun I ever had. It was so much fun.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah,
super fun.
But hopefully you guys had a good time. That was some crazy shit.
Literally.
Yeah, literally. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, very much so. Yeah. Well done on that improv there at the end too, Fred. I was just like, oh, what's he gonna do?
I don't know. We have to make it up.
Good job.
Thank God for AJ's persistence and your storytelling and Phil's insistence on transforming into animals. I thought you'd play with that a bit more, Phil, but you were fairly tame. You were determined to find the source of the poo.
Right tool for the right task. So.
Right.
There you go. Yeah. If you'd like to get the PDF of the Shadowdark classes and the ancestries that we were playing tonight, there's a link in the description below. You can go over to Drive-Thru RPG, and then where it says custom, just hit $0 and you can download that for free.
Yeah. And if you feel like throwing money at us, that's always nice too.
Yes.
Just give it a couple of days so that I can figure out how to sort out the royalties properly for everybody, because I had some trouble sorting that out and I could not figure it out. So, yeah. But it is alpha playtest material, people. So the intention is for you to go use it and tell us what is not right. And then either I will listen to you or ignore you, one of those two.
If you're not going to pay for it, at least put a review down for it, because that really helps, and we really appreciate your feedback.
Yeah.